Vita Health Group provide this exercise class with your health and safety in mind. Each individual participant has their own limitations and should consult their general practitioner or an appropriate medical professional prior to undertaking the class. Should you be prone to injury, are currently pregnant, or be managing any functional limiting medical conditions, please seek medical confirmation prior to participating. At all times, ensure you follow all instructions provided by Vita Health Group throughout the entirety of the recording. Should you experience any symptoms of dizziness, nausea, or increased pain at any point during your participation, please stop and seek the appropriate advice from your general practitioner or the 111 service.
Hi, my name is Aman and welcome to your beginner's Pilates class. This session is aimed at improving your mobility and your flexibility. Before we get started, we're going to do a warm-up to get our bodies nice and ready. Please make sure you've got a mat or a carpeted area around you. So if you need, we're going to be on our spines. So if you need that extra padding, also make sure you've got a water bottle, a towel, and some space. We are going to do our warm-up in 30 seconds. Well, let's begin our warm-up. So we're just going to come to the edge of the mat over to one side, and we're going to start a warm-up where you're going to roll down and roll up. So we're focusing on the articulation of the spine. So we're going to use from the top of the spine all the way down to our tailbone. So just with your hands nice and down beside you, pull your shoulders back or retract them, and then you're just going to tuck your chin down first. So tucking the chin down, you're going to begin to roll your shoulders down, keeping that tailbone still tucked, and you're just going to roll down. If you want, you can bend the knees as well and just reach your hands slowly down towards the floor. Keep your head tucked, and you want to keep your head towards your knees, and roll down to wherever you feel comfortable, and slowly take your time to roll up. That's it. Nice and slow movements, and you're going to roll your shoulders up and back down. We're going to repeat this movement again. So you're going to tuck the chin and start to roll the shoulders forward, start to draw the body towards the mat. You can bend the knees, you can keep them straight, reaching all the way down, hold it at the bottom for a second and begin to roll up. Okay, now let's add your breathing into this as well. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, begin to roll down. So breathing in through our nose, out through our mouths. Reaching all the way down. And slowly rolling ourselves back up. Again, take a deep breath in, tuck the chin. Start to roll all the way down. Breathing in. Exhaling as we roll all the way up. Okay, we're going to do one more here. So tuck the chin, roll the shoulders all the way down, keeping that tailbone tucked as we roll down. You can keep the knees nice and soft. You can bend if you need to, reaching all the way down to the mat or to your feet or wherever it allows you to, and pause at the bottom. Okay, and begin to roll all the way back up. Okay, from here, you're just going to place your hands onto your shoulders, okay? And you're just going to begin to roll your shoulders back, roll your elbows back. Focusing on the breath. Option, if you want to extend, you can also extend your arms. And then we're going to rotate the circles the other way. Taking your time. Focusing on that breath. That's it. For another 3, 2, and 1, and place your hands down beside you. We're going to go into a bow and arrow. So you're going to place your hands out in front of you. Okay. You're just going to bend one elbow all the way back, keeping your gaze forward. Okay, and then you're gonna bring your hand to meet the other hand. So bring the left hand all the way back and bring it forward. Focusing on the breath. So you wanna pinch the shoulder blade back as you're pulling back, really squeeze the shoulder blade and come forward. Make sure our shoulders are away from our ears. Standing up nice and tall. Focusing on that breath. Now we're going to add a rotation. So as you bring the elbow back, you're going to rotate slightly and come back. So bring that elbow back, rotate and come back. So take your time with the rotations. You don't need to rotate all the way, just to where you feel comfortable. Okay, just squeezing those shoulder blades back. Let's go for 2 more. And last one. Perfect. Bring your hands down beside you and we're just going to go into our oblique stretch. So just going to feel it on the sides. So you're going to place your hands down beside you. Okay, make sure you're sitting up, standing up nice and tall. Okay, and then you're just going to slide one hand all the way down as if you're drawing that ear towards the floor. And you should feel it in the oblique and coming up nice and slow. I'm just going to show you from the front. Okay, so standing nice and tall, just coming all the way down, dropping that ear down towards the floor, feeling the stretch in the side, coming all the way up. Going all the way over to the other side and back up. Repeat this a couple of times for me. Option to lift the other arm all the way up and back down. Also, if you want to, you can lift both arms overhead and do the same movement. Focusing on that breath. If this feels too much, feel free to bring your hands down at any point. Last one each side. Okay, now we're going to move into the end of the mat. Okay, and we're going to do our roll down into our cat and cow. Okay, so that first movement we did at the start. So hands down beside you, tucking that tailbone in. You're going to begin to roll the chin, roll the shoulders, roll everything all the way down, reaching down towards the bottom. Okay, you're going to give me a bend in the knees and you're going to place your hands down onto the mat. You're just going to walk your hands forward until you come to a 4-point kneeling position. Okay, you can untuck the toes and just make sure you've got a nice square. Okay, if your hands are too forward, just bring them back a little bit. From here, you're just going to push your tailbone up, squeeze your shoulder blades and look all the way up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're pushing your hands into that floor and you're really pushing yourself all the way up. Taking a deep breath in. And exhaling. So as you're pushing away, try to imagine your head is coming towards your tailbone. And repeat this movement a couple of times, keeping those shoulders away from those ears. Go to your own range of motion. Take your time with this. Last 2. And last 1. That's the warm-up all done, and we are going to go into our main phase in 30 seconds. Welcome to the main session. We are going to get ourselves down onto the floor. So just take your time and come to a seated position. Okay, from here, just make sure your feet are nice and comfortable. They're about hip width apart. Okay, options to roll down onto the mat. You can actually hold your legs here and just slowly take your time and roll yourself down. Okay, once you're laying down, just find yourself a nice comfortable position. So keep your feet nice and flat onto the floor. Okay, with your shoulders, we're just going to drop those shoulders down into the mat and just place your hands down beside you. From here, all I want you to do is take a deep breath in and exhale from your mouth. Again, take a deep breath in and exhale. One more here. Okay, with your feet, just make sure they're still hip width apart, and I want you to add some pressure into your whole of your foot. So start to press your feet into the ground. Okay, and then with the same thing with your hands, you can start to press the hands into the ground. If you've noticed that your shoulders have lifted, try to draw back your shoulders. So imagine your shoulders are touching each other and you're just drawing them back down to the ground. From here, we're just going to do some pelvic tilts. So option with your pelvic tilts, you can actually place your hands onto your hip bones and you're just going to rock your hips forward and rock your hips back. So imagine there's a marble on your belly button. The marble's rolling down towards your pubic bone and then it's just rolling back to your belly button. So take a deep breath in and exhale. So you're just going to keep rocking back and forth. And then I want you to try and find your neutral spine. So you're not too far forward and you're not tilted too far back, just so you've got a natural neutral spine. For some of you might have quite a big curve on the back, so try not to overly press yourself into the mat. Just be in a nice, comfortable position here. Okay, place your hands onto your rib cage, and all I want you to do is take a deep breath in. Expand that rib cage like it's a balloon and exhale. Again, deep breath in and exhale. This time when you exhale, I want you to engage your core. So draw your belly button towards your spine. So deep breath in and exhale. Draw that belly button towards that spine. You should feel a bit of a contraction on the core. And again. Now just placing your hands down beside you again. Okay, all we're going to do is add that pressure into the heels. So take a deep breath in and start to press your heels without lifting anything else. Just pressing your heels and your hands into the mat. One more breath here. And then we're going to begin to lift your right hand up. Your thumb is going to be pointing behind you and your fingers to the sky, your little finger to the sky. And then just draw the arm back towards the mat. If you can't get it all the way back, just go back to where you feel comfortable. So whether it's here to your ear level, or if you feel comfortable reaching all the way back. Take a deep breath in and slowly bring the arm back on the exhale. And then place that hand back down. And we're going to go to the other arm. So take a deep breath in. Lift the arm to shoulder level. You can rotate here and draw that thumb towards the mat. Reaching all the way back, making sure we're not arcing in the spine. Coming all the way back. Take your time. Repeat this movement. Inhale. Exhale. Reach and lengthen the arm all the way up. Inhale. Exhale. Go to your own range of motion and go at your own speed. Keeping that core engaged. Remember that belly button towards the spine. Making sure you're not over arcing the ribs. Keep those front ribs to the back ribs. If this is uncomfortable for the neck, you can add a towel underneath as well. We're just mobilizing the shoulders. And coming back. Okay, from here, we're now going to go into our 100 pulses. So we're going to keep our head down for this movement. For those that are familiar with Pilates, you can do this movement with your chest up. So reaching your hands long towards your heels, pressing those heels into the floor. You're just going to hover your hands to hip level. Okay, keeping your shoulders down and towards the mat. From here, you're going to focus on that core activation. Rib cage stays down. And we're going to begin to inhale and exhale as we pulse our arms. So imagine we're just tapping some water. Okay, we're not going up and down. We're just slowly tapping that water up and down with control, focusing on our breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's go for another 3, 2, and last 1. Relax the arms back down. You can raise the knees towards your chest and just give yourself a little hug here. You can rock side to side if you wish, or you can just give yourself a nice little hug. Coming out of that stretch, we are going to place our heels back down onto the floor. Keeping one leg down, we're going to hover the left leg. So just hover it into tabletop position. Okay. When you're in tabletop position, you're going to extend the leg towards the ceiling. Option, you can have a slight bend. So if it's uncomfortable having the leg straight, have a slight bend in the knee. From here, we're just going to bring our leg down to 45-degree angle. And then bring it up to 90. So we're doing our leg extensions here. So we're just bringing the leg down and bringing it up. Okay, really focus on those hips so it's not moving. Keep pressing your hands and your right foot into the ground. Option to extend the leg and just play around with the range of motion to whatever you feel comfortable with. Focusing on that breath. You will feel this in the hip flexors, and you might also feel this in the hamstrings as well. If you feel like the pain is getting a bit too much, just keep a nice soft bend in the knee. And last one. Bring the left foot all the way down, and we're going to swap over to the right leg. So you're going to tabletop the right leg, and then you're going to extend to where you feel comfortable and begin to bring that right leg down to 45-degree angle, bringing it all the way up to 90. Just take a pause when you're at the top and control all the way down. So you can have a slight bend. If you feel like as you're going too far down, you're lifting and you're tilting your pelvis forward, just bring it back up to where that pelvis is nice and tucked. Keeping that core activated, focusing on that breathing. Option, if you want to progress, you can go a little bit quicker in the movement. Option here, you can also point your heel and then point your toes up towards the ceiling as well. And last one, and bring that right leg down. From here, you're just going to rock side to side. Or if you wish, you can knee hug here as well. Okay, placing those feet back down onto the mat. We're going to go into our single leg stretch. From here, I want you to bring the right leg into a tabletop position. Okay, and then bring the left leg when you're ready into that tabletop position. With your hands, I just want you to grab onto that right knee and draw that right knee towards your chest, not too close. And then with the left leg, we're going to extend to where we feel comfortable. Okay, and with the left leg, we're going to slowly bring it down to a 45. It doesn't matter if it's straight or bent. And then we're just going to alternate. So we're going to bring the right leg out, switch our hands, and bring the left leg in. Okay, so we're just alternating, taking your time. You can do this up into the sky if you wish, and that gives you a little bit more control. Option to bring it down to 45. If this is too fast, you can slow it down and you could just hug that knee, and we can also go one leg. Option to just keep going and alternating between legs. Keeping the core active, pushing those front ribs into our back ribs. We are here for another 10 seconds. Option to increase that range of motion. Last 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Place both of the feet down and just reach your arms all the way back behind you to wherever you feel comfortable, and just stretch yourself out. Take a deep breath in and exhale, and just melt yourself into the ground. Deep breath in, reach, and then just melt yourself into the ground. One last breath. Bring yourself back to placing feet down onto the ground. Okay, so now we're going to go into our glute bridges. So this is working a lot on the glutes and the hamstrings. Okay, we're going to layer this up. So I just want you to place your feet hip width apart, and the same position, draw your feet into the ground. So heels into the ground, hands into the ground. Okay, all we're going to focus on is tilting that pelvis up, the same thing we did in our warm up. Okay, keeping the ribs down. So it's the articulation of the spine. So imagine you're peeling your spine off the mat. From here, keep driving your hands into the ground for a bit more stability. Take a deep breath in and just rock the pelvis forwards and back the exact same way we did it in the warm-up. So imagine that marble just drawing down to the pelvis all the way back to the belly button. Okay, you're going to do this a couple of times, and then you're going to draw the hips in. Okay, so you want to close the gap between the ribs and the hips. Okay, and we're going to actually press into our heels, press into our hands, and we're going to start to lift the bum up just to a baby bridge, just so our rib cage is still down on the mat. And we're going to melt ourselves slowly back down into the mat. We're going to repeat this movement. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift up, give the glutes a nice squeeze, and control and melt yourself back down. Let's go again. Inhale, exhale. Really take your time with this movement. Make sure you're squeezing. Option to hold that squeeze a little bit longer at the top, and melting yourself back down. Option to progress it if you wish. You can just keep this glute bridge as a hold. Or if you wish to come up a little bit higher, you can come up a little bit higher. Just make sure the rib cage doesn't flare open. Make sure you're squeezing the glutes. Hold it, and then you're rolling and melting yourself down into the mat. Okay, option just stay up at your baby bridge and just focusing on squeezing the glutes and coming back down. Or option 2, coming all the way up into that full bridge, pressing your feet into the ground. Come back. You might need to adjust your feet so you can bring them closer. You can bring them wider, or you could bring them narrower if you wish, just to get yourself comfortable, but make sure they're hip width apart. Okay, keep this going for another 3 repetitions, squeezing at the top and melting yourself back down. If you do feel any cramping, just take breaks throughout as well. Perfect. And then just rock your knees side to side. Okay, we're now going to go into our side lying series. So you can just roll yourself up and you're just going to lay down onto one side for me. Okay, so you're going to lay down all the way onto your hand, onto your forearm. You can place the palm up towards the ceiling or you can have it pressed down, entirely up to you to what you feel comfortable with. Your hip is going to be onto the mat, so if it is uncomfortable, just grab a thin towel and just place it underneath the hip. You're going to bend both knees to begin with, just to get yourself nice and comfortable. The left hand is going to come in front of you just for stability. From here, I just want you to check your body, so just to make sure you're not completely rolled in, not completely rolled out, but you're stacked. So your hips are stacked on top of each other, your shoulders are stacked on top of each other, your knees are stacked on top of each other. From here, I just want you to place your hand underneath and just make sure you've got a slight gap. So we don't want you completely pressed. As you press, the hip will lift. We want a little slight gap underneath the rib cage. Okay. From here, keeping the right leg bent, you're just going to extend the left leg. Okay, extending the left leg just to hip level. You're just going to hold it here and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. If you feel comfortable, you can now begin to drop that left leg down to the floor, lifting it back up. It's really, really small movements, just down to the floor, lifting back up, keeping this slight gap here under the rib cage. You're gonna feel a slight dull ache in that left glute and in the hip. If it gets too much, take breaks in between. Deep breath in. Option here, you can progress by increasing the range of motion. Just make sure the hips don't roll back. So keep the hips nice and stacked on top of each other. You can keep the range of motion nice and small. You can have your toes pointed. You can have them flex, entirely up to you. We are here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just rest and bend that knee back in. Take a second here, and we're going to extend that leg again. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, extend that leg again. Okay, and this time you can point your toe, and we're just going to do a small range of motion by kicking that leg forward and kicking it back. We want to go nice and slow and nice and steady. Kicking it forward, kicking it back. Just make sure we still got that last small marble underneath our rib cage. So you're just sweeping the leg across. As imagine it's a paintbrush on the end of your toe. You're just sweeping that brush across. Option here, you can flex the toe and then point on the way back. Just keep that range of motion nice and small. If you feel confident in this movement and you want to progress, you can increase that range of motion if you wish to. Focusing on that breath. You're going to feel that slight dull ache in that hip and the glutes. We are only here for another 3, 2, and 1, and bend your knees and rest here. You can bring the knees up slightly higher. Just take a quick second here. And slowly bring yourself up. Okay, we are going to go to the other side, so you can just come bring yourself up. And we're going to lay down on that left side. When you lay down on that left side, I just want you to roll onto your belly and just lay down onto your belly. Okay, make sure you're nice and comfortable in this position. Option, you can place a towel underneath your hips as well if it's uncomfortable. We are going to go into swimming, so I want you just to extend your arms to wherever you feel comfortable and just place your feet at the edge of each side of the mat. Okay, we are going to place our head down. From here, all I want you to do is take a deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. Now I want you to imagine you've got a marble or a blueberry underneath your belly button and you're trying to hover so the belly button is no longer on the floor. Okay, you might want to start squeezing the glutes in this position. It's completely up to you. Again, take a deep breath in and exhale. Now draw your shoulders away from your ears. So if you're all the way up, just draw your shoulders all the way down and away from your ears. Again, take a deep breath in and exhale. You're going to start to add pressure into your hands, into the floor, and add pressure into the feet, into the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. So we are going to go into a bit of a back extension in this exercise. Okay, we're going to layer it up. So deep breath in. Exhale. Okay, we're going to inhale to prepare and we're just going to focus on our hands moving. So as we inhale, we're going to exhale, lift and hover that right hand off the floor. It doesn't need to be too high. It could be even lower. And control and drop that right hand down. Again, inhale, exhale, lift that left hand and control it back down. Keep pressing your feet into the ground and repeat this movement. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Slowly drop that hand back down. And again, with the left hand. Option as well, you can place a pillow underneath the forehead. If you're finding it uncomfortable to keep the neck up. Again. And to the left hand. As you reach, lift the right hand up. Keep pressing that left hand into the ground. It's just going to give you a little bit more stability here. Okay, once we're comfortable with this movement, we're now going to try our legs. So we're just going to lift the right leg up. Keep pressing our hands into the floor and lift that left leg up. Focusing on squeezing that glute, but keeping our blueberry still underneath us, making sure we haven't squashed it. So you're just lifting up the right leg and that left leg. Option here to progress. You can stay here or you can continue to just do your hands, or you can alternate. So you would lift the right hand and the left leg. You would lift them together, control down. Lift together, control down. Keep the head facing down, eyes gazing down. Option, if you just want to focus on the hands, you can just focus on the hands. We are here for the last 10. Don't rush the movement. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just relax the head all the way down. You can bring your hands in or you can rest on top of your hands as well. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Okay, coming out of this movement, you're just going to place the left hand down and you can rotate it up towards the sky, and you're just going to roll over onto that left side for me. So make sure your head is nice and comfortable in your arms. Again, if you wish to have a pillow, you can. And you're going to bend your knees and just place that right hand in front of you. Again, make sure that blueberry's underneath the rib cage. Okay, and then you're going to extend that right leg. We're going to go into our side lying series again. With the right leg, you're just going to hover it for a couple of seconds here, focusing on that breath. Keep drawing that belly button in towards that spine, activating that core. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, nice and relaxed. Hips are stacked on top of each other. You're not rolled too far back or too far forward. And imagine someone's pulling your leg nice and long, so you're lengthening through the leg. From here, we're just going to begin to lower that left leg down and hover it back up. Hovering it down and back up. Focusing on that breath. Option to increase the range of motion here. So you can bring it all the way down. Or you can lift it up a little bit higher. If you wish just to hold, you can just hold. And if you wish to rest in between, feel free to rest in between. We are here for last 3, 2, and 1. Bend that right knee on top of that left knee and just rest. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Now we're going to go into our side kick. So you're going to extend that right leg out, hovering it. Make sure that blueberry is still underneath our ribs. And you're just going to begin to kick that right leg forward and slowly kick it back. Try not to kick it too far back so it's just in line with the hip. If you need to rest in between, feel free to. Just kicking that right leg forward with control and kicking it back. As you kick it back, if you wish to squeeze your glute, you can. And you can also point your toe and then flex as you bring it back. If you need to bend your knee to do this, feel free to bend your knee as well if you're finding it a little bit uncomfortable. Last 2 and last 1. Rest that leg on top of that left leg and just take a deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in, exhale, last one. When we're ready, we're going to just slowly bring ourselves up off the mat. Take your time. And we're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. So on our hands and our knees. Okay, so just make sure you're nice and comfortable here. So make sure you've got a nice square in front of you. You're drawing that belly button in towards the spine and just making sure your shoulders are nice and away from your ears. Okay, pushing your hands into that mat. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay, if you need to shuffle yourself or adjust yourself, feel free. We're going to go into our bird dog, so we're going to work the core. All I want you to do to focus on first is just the arms moving. So keep the hands and the knees where they are. Okay, and you're just going to hover the right hand, so you're just onto your fingertips and dropping it down. Left hand coming up onto the fingertips, bringing it down. Try not to shift the weight as you're doing this, so you don't want any weight shift. You just want to keep pressing all 3 points into the ground. Option here is to lift that left hand up and you can just have it in front of you, or you can extend it in front of you to your ears or a little bit lower to the front of the mat and control it back in. Taking a deep breath in. Back in. Option to go a little bit higher. Option here as well, just to make sure you're completely over. It can be a little bit hard on the wrists, but you can just push yourself a little bit over and you're going to just feel that a little bit more activation in the core. Keep pushing yourself away from that mat, shoulders away from your ears. Take your time and just hold that left hand up for 3, 2, and 1. Let's change. 3, 2, and 1, and drop that hand down. Option here, you can lift and hover that left knee, drop it down. So just curl your toes underneath, lift and hover that right knee, and keep alternating. Option to have the feet down and just lift, just to find your balance here. And then just bring yourself all the way down into your child's pose. Open the legs and just reach the hands out in front of you. Head all the way down to the mat. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in. Last one. Slowly bring yourself back up. And that is the main phase done. Take 30 seconds here and we'll begin the cool down. So let's begin the cool down. So just make sure you've got enough space around you and use a chair if needed. I will demonstrate exercises on the chair for the cool down. So we're going to go back into that child's pose and we're just going to stay in that child's pose for a little bit longer. So back onto your knees, sitting down onto your bum and just reaching your hands forward. You're going to place your forehead down onto the mat and just take a deep breath in here. And keep reaching your fingertips forwards whilst you're driving your hips down towards your feet. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. And last one. Just walk your hands back towards you. And from here, slowly bring yourself to a standing position. And you're just going to come towards the end of the mat. Keep your head still down low towards the floor. And you're just going to drop your body weight down. So you can have the knees slightly bent. And then from here, you can just sway from the hips. Just let the blood rush towards your head. Take a deep breath in. Just small movements side to side, or you can just hang here, focusing on breaths. If you wish to add a little bit of a movement here, you can, from side to side. And then you're going to slowly take your time and roll up. So starting with the tailbone, head is the last thing to roll up. Take your time. Take a second here. If you feel a little bit dizzy or anything, feel free to sit down. And then you're going to come to a chair for me. So just sitting down on the chair, you want your bum not completely back, just more towards the edge of the chair. You're just going to sit up nice and tall onto your sit bones, and you're going to straighten that right leg and just point your toe towards you. From here, if this is enough of the stretch on the hamstrings, keep it there. Option with that right hand, we're just going to reach down towards that right toe. If this is comfortable for you, just keep it here, or you can just place your hand on the chin, on your shin, or you can reach and try drop your head all the way down towards that knee. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Last breath in. and roll yourself back up. Take your time. And we're going to switch over to the left leg. So extend that left leg. If that's comfortable for you here, you can stay here. You can slightly hinge forward, or you can reach down towards that left toe and just hold it here. Breathe in. Option, if you wish to do this exercise, this stretch, onto the floor, you can. You just have your legs folded in front of you. Again, another deep breath in. Drawing that head towards that knee. You should feel it in the back of the legs, in the hamstrings. One more breath. Roll yourself up nice and slow. We're going to go to our figure of 4 stretch. You're just going to cross one leg over. If it's comfortable for you here, and this is your range of motion, you can stay here and you're just going to fold your body over. So you're just going to draw yourself down. You're going to hang your arms in front of you. If you're comfortable here and you can feel the stretch on the glutes, keep it there. Option to draw that ankle in closer to you and then reach down as if you're reaching towards your feet, dropping your head towards the shin. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. As you exhale, really add the extra pressure and fold in towards the floor. Another breath here. Last 2 breaths. Inhale, exhale, release. One more. And exhale and release. Roll yourself up nice and slow and change over to the other leg. That's it. Fold yourself over and repeat the same motion. Take a deep breath in. Again. Inhale, exhale. Another deep breath in and exhale. Last one here. And slowly roll yourself up. Perfect. We're just going to come to a standing position. So just nice and tall and standing. We're just going to place our hands beside us, shoulders back, belly button drawn in, and just focus on your breath here. So breathe in and exhale. Again, breathe in, exhale, and last one. Release all that tension away. That brings us to the end of the session. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that session, and we'll see you next time.